Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now in today's video we're going to look at these 10x42 fixed focus binoculars from the company Apexel. Apexel making a number of different products pretty much around the line of optics. And in this particular case, looking at these binoculars, now I've used these at length. These are by far the nicest binoculars I have used to date. Extremely clear. Now, binoculars and optics are products that have been coming to my channel regularly. It's really hard for me to judge what's going to be a great product and what I could recommend to you, so the only way I can figure that out is by testing them, getting them out into the field, and giving my recommendations to you. The other thing that's very difficult is how to actually demonstrate something like binoculars. If you personally can't see them through your eyes, you kind of need to take my word for it. And what I can tell you before we even get started, these are by far the clearest I have used so far. Extremely nice, very nice quality. I am a big fan of these, but I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to share with you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. Now, before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at Apexel who did provide these for review. And so now, as we get into the Apexel 10x42 fixed focus roof binoculars, these are model APL-RB10 by 42A, an absolutely fantastic pair of binoculars. So here, as you can see, getting these out of the package, these are a fixed focus pair of binoculars, which means they do not have any adjustment for the focus nor on the diopter. These are a 10 times magnification. They have a 42 millimeter objective lens, 15 millimeter eyepiece diameter, 4.0 millimeter exit pupil diameter, 13.6 millimeter exit pupil distance. These are a roof prism design. They have a 0.58 degree angle of view. The field of view, 304 feet per 1,000 yards. And the lenses are multi-coated. Absolutely fantastic. But what about getting these out into the field? Extremely clear, very nice autofocus, no focus needing to be had. You can't really see terribly close up. You really need to look off in the distance. These are nice, very clear.
Like up close it's a little blurry, but like far away you can see like perfect.
They're ridiculously clear, right?
Yeah, really clear.
And very good detail, right?
Yeah.
I was looking down in the ponds to see if I could find like a moose or something. You see down in those ponds?
Yeah.
You see down in the water.
See that house all the way down there, perfect, that yellow one?
But the one that's like all by itself on the edge of the water.
Yeah.
Now, generally speaking, something like binoculars is very difficult to describe how clear they truly are. I can sort of give you some verbal clues, but again, it's going to be very difficult to actually show you the quality of the lenses, the overall clarity, and just the impressions that I'm getting while I'm using these binoculars. But here I did the absolute best I could, just hanging around in the backyard, getting an adapter and actually mounting my cell phone to the binoculars. Now, this is not going to be perfect. It's just a little bit of a test. But bottom line is, I've done this in the past, and if you watched any of my prior binocular reviews, this is the exact same setup that I've used. And in this case, the footage so incredibly crystal clear. Not only am I getting the benefit of the optics in my cell phone, but I'm getting the benefit of the optics of the binocular. And here, as I pan around and look at all kinds of different objects, you can see very, very clear. Now, I'll caveat all of this by saying there is one fundamental sort of funny thing going on, and that's my cell phone does adjust for the focus. Keep in mind the intent of these binoculars. These are fixed focus binoculars. Again, you don't have an adjustment wheel for the focus. You don't have an adjustment knob for the diopter. These are literally simply fixed focus. And you'll notice as I try to look at things that are up close, that is one place where these definitely struggle. So if you're too close to an object, they are not going to come into focus. They really work much better off into the distance. You have to be pretty far away, all things considered. I would say a minimum of 35 to 50 feet, somewhere roughly ballpark in that range, before they really start to come into full clarity. But overall, incredibly nice, crystal clear, gives you wonderful definition and the ability to really see things. And I'm not going to say incredibly close up. They're 10 times zoom, which is great, but it's the clarity and it's the quality of the image that really shines through with these Apexel 10x42 fixed focus roof binoculars. Overall, very, very nice. Now, I had numerous opportunities to bring these on different trips. I had the luxury of bringing these into the mountains, getting some really nice views off into the distance, and sharing them with my hiking partners so they could get the benefit of these fantastic binoculars.
Oh yeah.
Pretty clear?
Yeah, very clear.
The other thing that's cool about them is their autofocus. Like you don't need
notice that. Actually, yeah.
You don't need to dial them. Yeah.
That's
They
wild.
actually spin.
They, no matter what you do, they're in focus.
What?
Yeah.
Is it
Unless you go
looking at your
super
retina?
close.
Like, is it watching?
Well, actually, if it gets really sharp when it's really, really close, though.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like crazy.
Those are sick, right?
Yeah, the depth perception is wild.
Yeah. Apexel. And in all kinds of different scenarios, using them just to look around and enjoy my surroundings, enjoy nature, and get a little bit of a closer look. Again, very, very nice, extremely effective, and in some of these cases, just enjoy nature. It is a wonderful sight. So all right, guys, there you have it. A look at the Apexel 10x42 fixed focus binoculars. Now again, these are the APL-RB 10x42A. Again, I am a big fan. Extremely clear, nice and compact. Just the clarity is what blew me away. Now, with the pros come the cons, and there are not many, but it is worth discussing. The fact that these are a fixed focus, it's a double-edged sword. Number one, it's real nice to be able to just look around, not worry about focus, and the entire time, literally, your entire subject is in focus until, and this is where the con kind of comes in, until you get too close. Once you get kind of close, you do not have the ability to adjust, and where you can't adjust, you can't fix your focus. So at a certain distance away, these are effective. Within that range, they become ineffective. So that's just something worth noting. Now, at that, is it a big deal? Bottom line is, for me, if you're looking for binoculars, you're trying to reach out anyway. It's not like you're trying to get into like a super close area and use these like a microscope. I mean, that is not the purpose. These are not a magnifying glass. These are binoculars, so really intended on distance, really intended on looking out. And in that particular case, I do have to say, I absolutely am a huge fan of these due to the quality, due to the clarity, and the ease of use. The build quality, definitely sound, and everything about this package just works. So to the people at Apexel, nicely done, thank you very much, and for the rest of you, if you like this content, do me a favor, take a look at my Outer Limitless 2 channel, which is more on the tactical and firearm side of things. At this point, that channel's growing quickly. I have a ton of videos up there, so if you like what you see here on Outer Limitless, do me a favor and check me out on Outer Limitless too. So alright guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.